That was probably a really nice shot of my butt. So, I'm back. I know that it's been quite a while, almost exactly 7 years. I did miss that anniversary by a few weeks, which kind of sucks because it would have been cool if I uploaded a new video on the same day I uploaded my last video, but I didn't see that and think about it until recently, so here we are. I know that it's been a long time, but I wanted to make a video to let you guys know that I am back and I will be making videos regularly again, and I'm so excited, and I wanted to make a video to kind of explain what's been going on and where I've been while I did my makeup to get ready for the day. So if you want to just like sit back, relax, we'll just chat and, you know, get ready for our days together, and I'll catch you up on the last 7 years. Before I get started, if you're not already subscribed, if you could hit that subscribe button, oh my gosh, if I can say words, if you could hit that subscribe button along with the bell notification, that would be so cool of you. For those that have been around for so long, especially after my channel was dark for so long, thank you for coming back and giving me another chance and watching this video. Anyway, let's get on with my explanations. Explanations is what I meant to say. So we're gonna get ready for our day, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about where the hell I have been. You want to know something sad? This is completely off topic, but I'm sad about it, and I need to vent about it. So real quick, this is my favorite primer. It's the Becca First Light. Guess who's going out of business next month? Becca. I will no longer have my favorite primer, so I'll need to find a new holy grail. So if you have a good primer that you love that isn't too like sticky or like creates like a weird pattern, like texture on your face, comment down below, let me know. Anyway, so like I said, it's been quite a while. And I'm sure that you all assumed that I was dead. I am not dead. Surprise. I'm very much alive. You know, some days are better than others, but mostly alive. Implying that I am sometimes kind of dead. So the last time that I made a video was in August of 2014, which means that that was around the same time that I got a corporate job in order to pay for school, as well as like, you know, just life things. But I worked in a call center, and that was a 5-year gig of mine that just went on for entirely too long, and I will explain that in a moment. So first of all, I wanted to explain why it is I've been gone. Until pretty recently, I honestly didn't have the resources to make any videos, and I didn't have money to buy those resources. I didn't really have money to allocate to that because I was working really hard to try and pay for school and try to just like pay for my life also. But recently I decided that I was going to allocate some of my savings to getting proper video equipment. And I know what you're wondering, well, how in the world did you manage to make videos before? And the answer is that I borrowed things from my friends. I borrowed cameras and laptops and things that I could borrow from people because I never had anything like that of my own. My family didn't really have a lot of money, and so I couldn't ask them to buy it for me, and I didn't have the money to do that rather than, you know, buy a car, which I needed to get to school and to work and all those things. So that is why I stopped making videos to begin with, is honestly just that I didn't have the equipment. I'm not even saying that you can't use a webcam or your phone to make videos. The problem was I didn't even have like a good laptop to edit videos on. I had nothing like that. I didn't have any software. I didn't have a webcam. I didn't have a camera phone for a long time. I had a freaking flip phone. And those of you on Tumblr might remember me talking about it or posting a photo of it, posting a photo of it. So I was really hurting for the gadgets that I needed to post videos. So that is why I stopped initially. So I recently, as I said, decided that I was going to allocate some money to get the things that I needed to make decent quality videos. And now I finally have my own equipment. I have some lights, I've got a camera, I've got a microphone, I have Adobe, which is a change for me. I've never had any of these things before. So it was really nice to actually say, okay, I'm ready to do this for real and I'm ready to come back and really dedicate time and effort into this because I can finally do that. So now that I've got my own stuff and I don't need to feel awkward or bad about asking my friends to borrow their things, here I am. So aside from that, the other things that I have been up to, I had a corporate job. I know, boo, hiss. Disgusting, I know. Believe me, I was there. It was nasty, it was disgusting. But I had a corporate job at a call center that I will not name because it was awful. But I worked there for 5 years. I ended up just being so depressed and it was so bad for my mental health. And I was really, really struggling. And so I quit in 2019 and I quit to teach music. I am a voice teacher. That is something that I am still doing. And also in the summer of 2019, about a month after I left that job, I injured my back. I pinched a nerve. Well, rather, I herniated a disc, which means that there's for those of you that don't know, there's little squishy bits in between your spinal vertebra. And basically what happened was I squished the squishy bits so that it kind of popped out like squeezing a jelly donut, which is a really gross way to describe it, but it's also very accurate. So, injured my back. My leg was numb to the point of I would go to do a calf raise at the gym and my foot, calf raise, you put your foot down like that and you lift yourself by your ankle, basically. My body wouldn't do it. My brain would say, okay, move, and I couldn't. So it was a problem. I had a limp for about the same time that it was numb, about 4 months. It did get better. The numbness started to go away, and then suddenly I was able to lift my ankles again and wiggle my toes and actually feel sensation and touch, which was cool. I still have a numb spot on the back of my thigh, so that kind of sucks, but it's so much more preferable to having an entirely dead leg. Around the same time, I also auditioned for a theme park where I was hired as an actress. It was really cool and I loved the experience. And then we got shut down for COVID, which was really hard. But then when we were hired back, I got hired as a writer. So it was really cool, honestly. I was so grateful for the opportunity and it was such a fun job. It wasn't perfect by any means. There were a lot of things that needed to change, but I loved it, and I worked with a team. Oh my god. I did not blend my cheek. Okay, I fixed it. So anyway, so I got hired as a writer. I worked with a team that I really loved and trusted and who I became really close friends with, and we're still close friends. And we got to act and write and create together, and it was so incredible, and I will treasure that experience forever. However, unfortunately, I did lose that job in January when we all got laid off, so that was also very tough. I was devastated about it for a little while, but ultimately we decided that, after I went through my grieving process of losing a job that I loved, I had to pick myself up and keep going, and we decided, my husband and I, to basically just give me the time I needed to write full time. And that's what I've been doing since about January. I've been writing my own stories full time, working on them in some capacity most days. And it's been difficult. Like, it's difficult to have the discipline to do that by yourself when you're not being held to someone else's expectation of a due date. But it has been really rewarding, and it's been really cool to see, like, I already had, professional experience in writing, and it was really cool to, like, actually say, like, okay, this is something I know that I can do. So, what else has been going on? I've gotten multiple jobs, I've acted, I've been a singing teacher, a voice teacher, and am still a voice teacher, still a writer, still an actress. So what else has been going on in my life, you might ask? Well, a few months before I posted my last video, again in August of 2014, I met a man named Ben, and he was the kindest, funniest person that I have ever met, and he is a goober, and he is a nerd, and possibly nerdier than I am, which is saying something for those of you that know anything about me. And for those of you that don't, just, count on being really nerdy on this channel, honestly. December of 2016, he asked me to marry him, and I said yes, and we had dated at that point for about 3 years, and we got married in October of 2017, and we've been married ever since. He's just the best person ever, and he is my person, and I'm incredibly lucky, and I should probably move on before I start to cry and ruin my makeup, but just know, my husband's amazing. He may or may not make an appearance on my channel occasionally. I don't know. We haven't talked about it. It's up to him, really. That's some of the major updates in my life, is that I got jobs, left jobs, got married, stayed married. That's important. We're doing pink to match the shirt. So, that's what's happened in the past 7 years. But what's happening now? So, like I said, I am now a full-time writer. Do I make money? No, not yet. I'm working on it. It's kind of hard to make money when you're writing creatively, so I'm doing my best. And I do intend to publish fairly soon. I have most of a book outlined and have some parts of it written, but it's kind of undergoing some revisions, so we will see when that is able to happen, hopefully sometime early next year. So some current writing projects that I am working on are a couple of historical novels, one of them being kind of like a historical fantasy, the other being kind of a historical mystery thriller, I guess. I really enjoy writing historical things because there's already like so much to work with, and although it does require a lot of research, it's just nice to like not have to come up with your own rules necessarily. And speaking of coming up with your own rules, I am still writing a fantasy novel that I started 13 years ago, but it has seen so many revisions that what's happening now is that I am actually essentially throwing out what was the entire plot in order to start again, because it has changed so much that so many pieces don't fit together anymore that I just kind of need to start fresh. So some concepts will be staying, but a large number of them will be either completely reworked or thrown out. Something I've learned, especially in the past couple of years, is that you have to be willing to kill your darlings, so killing them I am. So in the past, I have made videos talking about trailers and cosplay and things like that, and that is kind of what you will be seeing an evolution of on my new rebrand of this channel. I know that it's been a long time, however, I am still a giant nerd at heart. Nothing about that has changed, although I would like to think that I have majorly grown as a person. No matter how much personal growth I have done, I'm still a huge nerd, so I don't think that's something I will ever grow out of. despite what my dad wishes would happen. So I will largely be using this channel as sort of an evolution of what I used to do. I will be uploading videos regarding my own writing, as well as the writing in movies, television, video games, books, all of those things. I want to do these deep dive analyses of them because that's something I enjoy. I love getting into stories and writing and talk about theories behind it and talk about what the author meant when they said this and what this character represents, things like that. So that is something that I will continue to be doing, and you can also probably expect to see some cosplay on here as well. Another thing is that I will be more consistent than I was in the past. Since I have my own equipment now and I don't have to rely on other people to help me or lend me things, it's going to be a lot nicer because I can just pop up my camera on a tripod and decide that I am filming on any random day, which is extremely nice for me because I have an inconsistent schedule and ADHD, so you can imagine that I need a lot of leeway with scheduling. So I do intend to upload more regularly, and I am actually working on a few videos right now where I will be doing kind of a fall theme. I'm going to be recording a bunch of just like Halloween/autumn themed videos so that I have a backlog and can post more consistently than I did in the past, rather than trying to like dump all that work on myself week after week, so that you guys don't have to wait around for my dumb self to edit a video. So now I've got my eyeliner on. You can also expect to see things that are more vlog style videos where I talk about either a costume I'm working on or something I'm working on regarding my book, things like that. So it won't all be like reviews. I'm not sure about this eyeliner, but we're gonna try it anyway. Yeah, okay. So I know that September is literally next week, but I will be, as I said, batch loading content so that I can just publish every week and make sure that you guys have content to watch and make sure that we are all staying accountable to each other. Okay, just, you know what, I'm gonna finish my mascara before I keep talking because I look dumb. My eyebrow's been uneven this whole time. Oh, here's the thing, my eyebrows, accents. My eyebrows aren't terrible, like in real life, but I rarely have the patience to fully grow them out and just like let them get really nice and bushy, the way the kids have them these days, so I just keep messing up my eyebrows. Why does it looks fine in the mirror, and then on the monitor it looks crazy. So, something else you can expect to see is things like this. Just get ready with me content, especially in regards to things like cosplay. Oh, and when I talk about movies, I've actually found that I quite enjoy making Get Ready With Me's, because it helps me kind of keep my hands busy, and it helps me not feel like I'm like on the spot, I guess, which is dumb. This is something I'm doing to myself. It's not something that I'm being forced to do, so I shouldn't feel on the spot, but anxiety, you know? Also, I've literally been paid to act, so like, what is my problem? But for some reason, if it's just me and a camera, it feels really goofy. But if I'm on a stage, it's fine. Now that my makeup is done, I just want to say that I'm so excited to be back and making the things that I want to make. Before, I always felt limited by my resources and also just not knowing what to do, and limited by my anxiety surrounding not knowing what to do. But over the past 7 years, I've kind of come to realize that what I should have been doing was what I wanted to be doing the entire time, which is making videos about writing and cosplay and other things like that. I did want to say thank you to every single one of you who has supported me over the years in my various ventures, and I wanted to let you know that it was not unnoticed and it was very much appreciated, because it's been a tough couple of years for me, but it's also been really good for personal growth, and it's been really gratifying too to come out of it on the other side and know that I will be okay. Lastly, I wanted to let you guys know that I will be updating my channel branding to match what is my current brand, which is the Clandestine Quill. You can still call me Camille, don't worry, it's still me. But I will be updating my banner and my channel name and all of those things to match the Clandestine Quill. And that's just going to be kind of an across-the-board thing, and it doesn't mean that anything I have said now is negated. It's still me. So Cami Colley is becoming the Clandestine Quill. Please don't get confused. It's still me, I promise. If you'd like to follow my current social media handles, they are the Clandestine Quill at Instagram and on TikTok, and the Clandestine Quill with one L on Twitter. They wouldn't let me fit my entire username in. It was one character too long, which is so annoying. Twitter, please fix that. If you're not already subscribed, and for some reason this is the first video you're seeing of mine, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the bell notification button to be notified of when I next upload, which should be next Friday. Next Friday. Consistency is key, okay? Next Friday. Also, comment down below what you've achieved over the past 7 years, or something interesting that's happened over the past 7 years. I want us to have a conversation. I want us to talk about things that matter to us as humans, and I really like seeing conversation in my comments, so if you want to do that, that would be awesome. I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will see you next Friday. Thank you so much. Again, I cannot thank you enough for your continued support over the years, and I will see you later. Bye!